Place a torch if you crave the void. Huh. Well, okay, let's fucking do this. What the fuck?
I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment.
Okay. Welcome to Darkest Dungeon, the game every mentally deficient journalist will compare to Dark Souls because both games are easy as fuck! The game's main concept is sending out crews of survivors into dungeons to fight off enemies. While that generally feels pretty basic, the game feels quite unique because of its main concept, stress. You know how in other games, a hero can just die and the rest of the crew doesn't even mind that? Well, in Darkest Dungeon that shit doesn't happen. Under your health bar there is another bar which tracks your stress. When stress reaches 100, ya boy goes mad. Afflictions range from just insane to masochistic, with every affliction having its own shtick. Like hurting oneself, stressing the party, saying something ominous to stress out one guy, or just fucking disobeying you. If you get lucky though, they might get virtuous and actually get buffs, but it's very low chance. Additionally, when a character reaches 200 stress, they get a heart attack and lose all their health. Death in Darkest Dungeon is also different from other RPGs. You don't insta-die when you reach 0 health, that'd be ridiculous considering enemies can crit. Instead, you get sent to Death's Door. At Death's Door, any further damage has a chance to kill the character, including self-harm. But if you're a lucky piece of shit, you could like tank 50 hits and just don't die. Additionally, if you get a heart attack while you're on Death's Door, you die. And let me tell you, death in Darkest Dungeon almost always is fucking permanent. All your skills, all your equipment, all of that love you put into that character, fucking gone. I've always wondered, what the fuck do these witches show to your heroes that it stresses them out so much? Yeah, okay, that scares me too. With that said, let's go into the Dark Souls parallels. Apart from being quite brutal and unforgiving, the game is also grim. It bears heavy inspiration from the Cthulhu mythos, and they even got the guy who voiced the books to narrate the game.
Welcome home, such as it is. More dust, more ashes, more disappointment.
And I gotta say, the narration is fucking amazing. In fact, except for a few fucking enemies, there are no other voice lines in the game apart from him, because characters mainly speak in barks, those little bubbles that either set the mood or give Easter eggs. So here is how the standard Darkest Dungeon role will go. You get the intro.
Ruin has come to our family.
It's free real estate.
You name your save file and choose a difficulty between Darkest, Pussy and Blood Moon. After that you beat the tutorial and go into the hamlet. Here you pay stupid amounts of money for armor and skills. Additionally, you can recruit heroes at the stagecoach. Also, remember that stress that gets accumulated when enemies crit you and shit like that? Well, that shit remains. After your heroes come back from an adventure they're still insane, you gotta send them to stress treatment, either pray, drink or fucking something that also costs a lot of money. Or you could get Best Boy Jester and stress relief in battle. So then you pick your location and go to the supply menu.
The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood.
And off you go. You move between corridors, interact with objects, disable traps and fight enemies. One of the major players here is Torchlight. High torch means safe, low means risky but rewarding. In the dark, you get stressed out more and enemies crit more often, but you get better loot. If you want to, like, enjoy the game, probably get torches. Also, fun tip from me, naming your heroes after friends makes you more attached to them, so when they die, you feel twice as bad. So after you beat a quest, heroes get quirks, both good and bad, and level their resolve, or non-pussy levels. So eventually, when they man up, you can storm the darkest dungeon, where you can... There is even more to talk about the game, like DLCs, diseases and other shit, but I just recommend getting the game one way or another.
Do what you want, cause a pirate is free!
Personally, I'm a fan of buying indie games to support the devs and pirate big games because fuck Blizzard free Hong Kong.